Welcome to the Grand at Moon Palace for part number 3. If you haven't seen part number 1 and 2, here's a quick recap. The Grand is part of the Palace Group and is located minutes from the Cancun airport. It is one of 3 Moon Palace resorts here, with the other 2 being Nizuc and Sunrise. The property is massive with tons of pools and over 25 bars and restaurants. The rooms are huge with all giant balconies and soaker jacuzzi tubs and a fully stocked bar, and there are a ton of things to do and see for all ages, from golfing to pony rides. There's a full theater with a variety of night shows, 24-hour room service, as well as a 24-hour deli-style restaurant called the Boulangerie. There's something for everyone here. If you have kids, well, you can't go wrong with the kids' games room as well as the Wired Lounge. Oh, did I mention if you come here at Christmas time, they also have a huge Christmas village along with St. Nick himself? Okay, did you get all that? Seriously though, if you haven't watched part 1 and 2, make sure to watch them. On this review, we're going to touch on things that we didn't do last time, as well as cover things that are new to the Grand. Okay, this is the best part of the Grand at Moon Palace. We just hopped into the shuttle. Let's show you this side. And I'm going to set my stopwatch right now. We're a little bit delayed here. Where is it? Where's the stopwatch? Start. Here we go. Can you see that there? Just started. Okay. We are leaving the airport. There's the family back there. Hola. Hola, yeah. There's a very capable driver, professional driver right there. And then we are on to the Mexican highway here. I can't emphasize enough how close the resort is to the airport. Here's a tip. When exiting through customs, there'll be a lot of people trying to get you to timeshare programs and stuff. Put on the blinders and just head straight out and look for your shuttle transfer. Okay, we just passed the gates of the Moon Palace and we're in the super long driveway here. This is the driveway here again, and we are getting close to the front entrance of the Grand. So far we are at, I don't know if we can focus there, 8 minutes and 13, 15, 16 seconds. There she is, the Grand at Moon Palace, our winter home. And so, basically from the airport, getting in to the car, to the front lobby of the Grand in under 10 minutes. There you go. As usual, check-in is a breeze, and be warned, before your resort credits are activated, you'll have to sit down with one of their representatives. They'll explain their membership system. I know people that have signed up and are very happy with it. If you're not interested though, just a simple no thanks and it's done. It's really not a high-pressure sales pitch. This year, we're in another building. It's Building 93. It's right at the beach, and the bonus is, well, first you have beach, but you have 2 pools and 2 restaurants right beside here. But let's take a look inside. I mentioned earlier that if you want to see the whole room tour, go to part 1, check that link there. This is a very lived-in room. Come on in. Now, there's a couple tips I want to show you. Come over here and pan over to, yes, the nice jacuzzi tub. Well, there are instructions here on what to do. You fill the bathtub with water, yes, but a lot of times people don't read that, or even if you don't read that, kids like to push the button. And if there's not enough water over those jets, what's gonna happen? When you push that button, you create a massive waterfall right into the room. And I'm telling you, this whole resort is almost like carved out of one piece of marble. There's so much marble in this resort, and the problem is marble and water don't mix very well. It can cause a very dangerous situation. Don't ask me how I know. Yes, it kind of happened. It was a little bit low. It was basically flooded in here. Now, another tip, an improvement. Every room gets one of these beach bags, these Palace Resort beach bags, and up until now, they had 2 bamboo hooks for handles. Now they use ropes, and they're a lot more usable because they're more comfortable to hold, but you can also put it over your shoulder. The tip is, since everyone's going to be walking around with the same bag, put a tag on it, put a ribbon on it, something that's going to differentiate this bag. Also, I mentioned in the previous other reviews, this room is so big and there's only 2 double beds. I wish they had queen size beds, but you can order a rollaway cot. We did order one this year. Next year, we might order 2. One of the restaurants beside us now is called The Grill. By day, it caters to pool goers from 11 till 4:30. They make some seriously good burgers, be it beef or chicken. If you want a hot dog, they've got those as well as other items. I noticed they're using a brioche style bun now. I found in previous years the bun would be kind of crumbly, and this is a big improvement. Nighttime has great pastas here, and although the steaks might not be as tender as the ones that I'm used to back home, they are very, very flavorful. Another new addition is a real hidden gem. It's called the library. Located downstairs, look for a large bookcase with a single handle. Sorry kids, this library is for adults only, so you'll have to sit this one out. Drinking and dancing, look my way. I'm gonna take you down. Once inside, you're taken back in time to an old school speakeasy. Thrills, lipstick and poison, girls will be girls. A few nights a week, you can enjoy a live jazz trio while knocking back a few of their specialty cocktails or any one of your favorite classics. Along with the new food additions, I wanted to try some offerings that we haven't tried yet. We had a nice lunch one day at the Beach Club, located, yeah you guessed it, at the beach. It offers a casual atmosphere with a menu mainly of seafood. Last year we discovered Habibi and had to visit again. This time at dinner time they had belly dancing. I can't remember what this is called, but you have to order it. Just ask for the bread that's got fresh mozzarella and feta baked into this fresh dough and then a fresh egg mixed into it. It's pure heaven. The Italian restaurant Tavola is always a family favorite with pizza and pastas. I had a chance to try out their special cheese pasta. Check it out. They take fresh pasta and roll it in a wheel of Italian Gran Padano cheese, and then they finish it off with some flaming Zambuca. Be warned, it's really cheesy, but a lot of fun and a tasty experience. Remember, room service is all-inclusive and was used often for breakfast. You can order the night before if you'd like and just specify the time you want it delivered. Here's just a sample of what we ordered one morning. The food was fresh and the drinks were hot. Everybody wanted to go and do the buffet tonight. I really wanted to try something that I haven't tried for the last 2 times here, which is Los Tacos. You can't come to Mexico and not have a couple tacos. It's crazy. There is no one here except me and a cat.
This is the fish cracking.
Well, that's the fish crackling. Okay.
And this is the al pastor.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, that looks delicious.
Yes, sir.
Oh, there's two each.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna be full.
Yeah. That's the show about it.
As for the beach, people have asked, how's the seaweed? Well, along with tractors that regularly rake the seaweed, they have added inflatable barriers in the surrounding area to stop the seaweed from making it to shore. A couple days after installation, I did notice a huge improvement. Of course, there still is some, and the water is not as clear as a lot of other beaches would be, but this is Mother Nature and currents. If a beach is a super must for you, well, you can come to Beach Palace right here in the heart of Cancun. It's $10 per person. You book it at the Grand itself, and you get about 6 hours here. Since Beach Palace is a sister resort, you have access to all the amenities and, of course, food and drink. The resort is on the smaller side, especially coming from the Grand, but it has a nice pool as well as a water slide, a beautiful white sand beach with super clear, warm water. I think the actual ocean water was even warmer than the swimming pool. You can't come to the Caribbean without some tropical drinks, and coconut is definitely in fashion here. New to the Grand is the Grand Coconut Bar. And don't worry, they have one for adults with alcohol and one for kids as well. Guess which one I'm having? So a lot of you want to know what the update is with the water park. Well, the dismantled area from last year is being all cleared out now, but they haven't rebuilt any water parks there yet. On this side, there are still 6 operational water parks. You still have the Lazy River, the wave pool, and now you also have the Flow Rider. This seems to be a really fun and a very popular. There's one side for surfing. If you're not that adventurous, you can go and try some boogie boarding on the other side. It's all free and it looks like a hoot. I gotta try this out. One big disappointment, especially for my kids, is that the little kids water park area is closed due to renovations. It's only about 2 years old, but they really want to keep things fresh here. And I can't really see it being open for about another month after this video airs. So yeah, that's a bummer. I wanted to answer some frequently asked questions on the channel. One is, how do the resort credits work? Well, depending on the length of your stay, you're assigned a certain amount of credits you can use for things ranging from spa treatments to excursions, and all you have to do is pay a 16% service tax. For example, the girls went on pony rides, which cost about $75 in resort credits. So the taxes were about $12 each. The same applies for spa treatments. They had mani and pedicures at the Princess Spa. The pedi was about $50 in resort credits, so out of pocket, $8 US. Certain things have limits which vary depending on your duration of stay, like the spa treatments. For the last couple of years, I've given the credits to my wife to use for the Awe Spa. This year, I had to try it out for myself. All I can say to all you guys watching this, man, you really need to try this out. It's an amazing experience. Make sure to arrive at least an hour before your appointment so you can enjoy all the other spa activities and their hydration therapy. No phones or cameras are allowed in this area, so you'll just have to take my word for it. They have 80 state-of-the-art massage rooms and all sorts of treatments that will whisk you off into a zen-like state. The only thing on my mind during my hot stone massage is, how much longer do I have? I hope this never ends. Okay, that was amazing. It really was. In keeping with the theme of trying different things as well as our usual go-tos, we decided to book a photo session this year. The shoot lasts about an hour and costs $250, which you can use your resort credits for. However, the photos cannot be paid for by resort credits, and the prices vary depending on the number of photos you choose. We had 120 photos to choose from, and if we wanted to take them all, it was going to be about $1,100. Ouch. So we chose about 22 of them to the tune of about $450. Still not cheap, but something that can be cherished for years to come, Thank you, Jessica. You were a lot of fun to work with. Some people have said that this resort is too big. I completely disagree. It just spreads everything out. No area is always too busy. We are pretty well as far as you can get from the main lobby, and it takes me 7 minutes to walk, which is actually quicker than waiting for a tram and taking that. That being said, if you need to take a cart, I feel their system has been improved and drivers are proactively asking if you need a ride, even if you're not at a proper pickup stop, or they'll call a cart if needed. The only time that it can take a while to get one of these carts is right after the theater show at about 10 p.m. where there's a rush of people wanting to take carts back to their room. I really don't mind the walk for some exercise. In fact, this trip I vowed to even step into the gym a few times to offset the enormous amount of calories taken in every day. My goal isn't to lose weight, but just not to gain too much, which is a challenge at an all-inclusive. The fitness center is located across from the Oz Spa and features state-of-the-art equipment. You've got everything: cardio, weights, free weights, a yoga and wellness space, as well as a full spinning room. I always manage to get a machine, although it can be busier during the morning hours. Another popular question on this channel: do you tip, and if so, how much do you tip? Well, tipping is accepted, but it is not expected at this resort. The thing about staying at this resort for such a length of time is that you start building relationships with certain employees, be it your bartender in the lobby, the server at the beach club, the room attendant that services your room. All these men and women work their butts off. Not only are the rooms almost 900 square feet, having 2 kids tracking in sand, toys, all sorts of messes, there is some serious work that goes into cleaning one of these rooms every day. And I say, if you can appreciate that, then reward that person, even $1 or $2. That being said, without tipping will not affect your service in any way. Here's a word of advice. From about December 18th to December 23rd every year, a large corporate group pretty well take over this resort for their corporate retreat. And they do it in epic proportions. Check out the stages, all the rigging they build. It's massive. They usually try to book out the whole hotel, but in case you do see availability during those dates, I would pass. You've been warned. On this visit, I can't believe how many people have come up to me that have watched the videos and have thanked me for helping make their decision, but more so, they've thanked me for getting them familiarized with this resort. When they get here, there are no surprises, and I'm really glad that a lot of people are getting use out of it. Here are just a few of the people that I want to give a shout out to that I had a chance to connect with. There are a lot of you guys. Glenn, all the way from Inuvik, Northwest Territory. Eric from Calgary, and a lot of you from Toronto, Ontario, like Alex, Sean,
and what brought you here? This guy.
Amar and Melissa.
She's been working till midnight, like 7 days a week, non-stop, for the past 3 weeks.
And watching your videos of the Moon Palace.
While she works. It was hilarious. So now we're here.
Yeah.
Kieran from North Carolina, Scott and his family from Vancouver, Steve from Calgary, Alberta with your family.
I watched this video, y'all should do it too.
Stephanie, all the way from Idaho with her whole family celebrating the Christmas here. Addie, your wife and 2 kids, all the way from the UK. And then there's Kobe, who's watched part 1 and 2 over 50 times before making the trek over the pond. Great seeing you, and hope to see you here again next year. And Eva, who brought her whole family to celebrate her birthday. Happy birthday, Eva. Doesn't matter how much attention to detail or how good the food is at the Grand or how luxurious it is. Without good people working in and behind the scenes here, it would never succeed. And it's these people that have brought us back for the 3rd time in a row. Christian and Fidel from Tavola, Edgar from the Beach Club, Vincente and Yasmin from the Lobby Bar, Paula from the Kids Club, Miguel, Ms. Elizabeth and Ms. Arlene from PR. These are a few of just too many to list. I thank you all. Just because the Grand is one of the biggest and best doesn't mean they can sit on their heels. This year, they've introduced what I can only describe as one of the most elaborate and functional hotel apps I've ever used. Once you register your room into the app, you can see and do so much with it. Want to check to see if there's a waiting list for your favorite restaurant? It'll show you. See a menu? No problem. Check out spa services? Yep. How about order room service using your phone and it letting you know how many minutes it's going to take from the current time? Yeah, it's that good. You can use the concierge to order things to your room like another bed, which we did, maybe toiletries. Restock your minibar. You can choose a pillow from their pillow menu or check to see how many resort credits you have left. They really have raised the bar in terms of tech and connectivity for our resort. Of course, you can't miss Michael Jackson playing on that Christmas stage at sunrise with that huge Christmas tree. This is an excellent show, especially if you're an MJ fan. The kids really enjoyed the circus show in the theater as well, but we didn't watch as many shows as in previous years, mainly because of this guy. This is Gabino, and he plays in the lobby bar 5 nights a week. He is so talented and can pretty well play any song that you request. We couldn't stump him in all 11 days that we were there, and nor did I see anyone else either. We loved watching and listening to him along with the other acts that would follow after him. Thank you so much, Gabino. We look forward to seeing and hearing you again. So 3 years in a row, what do I think of the Grand? I still think this is the benchmark in luxury all-inclusive resorts. It really does stand above all of them. So if you have any questions or you've been here and you want to share some tips with some of the viewers here, leave a comment below, and while you're at it, hit that subscribe button, because without your support, I can't continue making videos like this. Also, if you're interested in coming back here at the same time as we're here next year, also drop us a line or leave a comment, and maybe we can have a big, huge everyday reviews party. From Mexico, hasta la vista.